Okay, here is the third floor, which I've heard is massive, so we're just going to walk through here and take some looks. I may not get everybody's names and titles. It's a nice sculpture, looks like cast iron. A nice piece. Here is one of our favorite guys, Stanley Whitney. These are some big ones. Oh yeah. And Stanley's good. I was talking to Stanley recently about his experiences as a young guy that came to New York to hang out with the jazz scene, and he was telling me that he used to go to the 5 spot. He was there on the Bowery, and strangely enough, that's about half a block away from where his studio is nowadays. Oh, nice. Terry Winters. I think this is maybe better than a lot of the paintings I saw in his last show. This is great. And I like the way he's segmented this bottom part, although it kind of reminds me of maybe a Warhol. I've got some documentary photos of Sandy, excuse me. Now you can see the water lines on these. Well, I spent a lot of time running down and doing a little volunteer work in Red Hook, and yeah, the water lines were a big deal. And the moldy cars. Well, New Yorkers are tough. We take this stuff, we bounce back. We're still bouncing back. Somebody's got some very large graphite drawings. And I would say that these are probably maybe 7 feet tall by 10 feet long. Well, I'm not sure who this large painting is by, but it's big. And if I'm not mistaken, we've got a couple of pieces by Dave Humphrey. Now, oh geez, it's even a self-portrait of Dave. I know that Dave was having a show in Chelsea when the floods hit, and I don't know, he might have even gotten some of his work wet. And Dave's going to be having a show out in Bushwick at Gallery Storefront 10Ek, and we're going to try to cover that maybe in a couple of weeks. Hey, Chuck. Oh, and this is a piece by Robert Storr. Get up and take a little closer look at this. I was noting that it's on a piece of plywood. I have been told that we have to get down to the other end of the floor, so we're going to just take a run through here. Oh, there's one of our favorite artists. Greenwold. Okay, anybody that's been watching the Kalm reports saw our little report on his show down on the Bowery a couple of months ago, and I wanted to tell Mark I was in Bruges a couple of months ago, and I got a chance to see some Van Eycks, and I was looking up close at the Van Eycks, and I couldn't help but think of Mark's obsession with reality. Okay, so we've got almost a room installation here. Oh, I like what they're doing with the mirrors. That's a lot of round mirrors to be cut.
Good.
Yeah, no, it's nice. I like it. Okay, so this is the other end of the floor. Oh, boy. We may not be able to cover all this, so we'll come back in a day or two, maybe. Well, this is a large wooden sculpture. By Ursula von Rydingsvard. She's one of the long-time hardcore Brooklyn sculptors, and I'd say this piece is probably about 15 feet long, and I believe it's cedar. It smells great. Well, we're going to come into this gallery and take a look at some pieces by Margrit Lewczuk. I'm a fan of Margrit's. It's nice. She's got it like her own little gallery here, and I think this might be her hubby's stuff. Bill Jensen's work, and more small pieces by Margrit. You see, Margrit is a great collagist. I like her works that she does with the cut paper. Some of Bill's work. This is wonderful. That's a major piece by Bill Jensen. I think I saw this piece at Kalm and Reed, his show about, oh, maybe a year ago. Actually had a little discussion about dioxazine purple. Well, this is a bay or a room, a nook of works by Stephan. And gosh, I've been a fan of Gary's work for 30 some odd years. And I just saw him downstairs. And I told him I thought this work looked pretty darn fresh. I think Gary is one of the few people that's got a real feel for acrylic paint. You know, a lot of people use acrylic and it's kind of just a convenient medium, but I think Gary, he's been using it for so long, he's really got a feel for it. He knows the cuisine. Okay, well, this is the Alexander Ross room. And I remember seeing a show at the Whitney, which Alexander was in, it's got to be 8 or 9 years ago. See, I like this small piece, that's nice. Oh, very painterly. Now I think he might use some Photoshop programs, but it's nice to take a close look at this and see the way that he models the forms. Let's give you a kind of a digital sense of three-dimensional space. Well, I like these pieces with the twine.
You don't know Arthur?
No, I don't know Arthur. Arthur's the artist. Oh, I like the meat cleaver at the top.
This is Arthur Sims.
Arthur, you're the artist. Congratulations.
My neighbor.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Good.
Somebody's calling. I have to get.
I like the work. That's okay. Cool.
My neighbor minus the bike.
Arthur Sims?
Arthur Sims.
Okay, we like Arthur Sims' work. I had a friend that showed up a couple of days ago before they opened the show, and she said that the Ron Gorchov room was wonderful. That somehow the size and shape and the particular pieces seem to just vibrate with great positive energy. This is wonderful. I love that lavender background. That is beautiful. This is a major run. This piece has got to be at least 8 feet tall. Well, that's going to wrap things up for part 2. We got a lot more stuff coming, so come back for part 3. Thank you, Kate.